All right, guys, so we are back here at Universal Studios Florida trying to see the new construction that has gone on since we were here last Thursday on the 31st. Now, today is August 5th. They've added these vines to the entrance here in the Hollywood Scare Zone. They have them on both sides. On the big posts that we thought originally were lamps, they have now added candles on all the stages. On this one that had the big table that we thought was a roulette table, now they have added a bunch of glasses. Not too many changes over here by the Mel's area that I've seen for the zombie car hops. But this area where you can see the lagoon, of course, they have added some lighting stanchions as well as those big TVs. They've been here for about a week or two now. So these big screens over here, I believe this will be a bar area. That's what it's been used for in HHN past. All right, so now on to the Cat Lady Scare Zone where we were last Thursday. Now they've added a lot more detail to the gates. There is these pumpkins and these vines with the do not enter sign on here. It's pretty neat. Same on the other side. These decorations pretty much were here. I think they might be adding to them slowly as it goes as well. They have more hanging decorations along with all the hay and the vines on the sign post now. I don't think this bottle of milk or this box was here last time when we were here on Thursday. It is so cool to see these shape up. Now you see they've added some big balls of yarn into the trees as well here. And then I believe right up here, we found Little Boo. There he is. More yarn balls and more milk. They've added this yarn as well to the house. And also, they have this big scratching post right here. Inside they've added some plants, so you can't look inside as easily as you could before. But then they have another scratching post right over here. Ball of yarn as well as a giant cat plaything there. And then this is the Cat Lady's home, we can only assume. That'll be awesome. I'm sure they'll actually have a character in there during the event. That's amazing. All right, so nothing new over here by the Fear Factor stage where the Nightmare Fuel show will be. I'm sure this is where a giant Nightmare Fuel sign will go. Nothing new in the San Fran area either. Of course, we've got the big stage here. Well, I think that's gonna be a stage, maybe a DJ. This might be the club scare zone this year. Still wish we were getting that Five Nights at Freddy's overlay here in Louis as we enter the New York scare zone. Of course, the arcade is still closed with blackout windows, so you have no idea what's going on in there. But we think it's either going to be a Five Nights at Freddy's meet and greet like experience, which is what we're really holding up for, or it could be the space for the new tribute store. Now, hopefully, it'll be the latter. It seems so small to be the tribute store this year, but there had been no facade or construction on Macy's last time we were here. So hopefully maybe as we go along, we'll see. This is new, big time, Speakeasy. This is the Toxic Turmoil 20s scare zone. Super exciting. This is brand new, guys. We did not see this last week. None of this was here. We also have this new stand here. This is awesome. Very cool area right here. See BlizzCon Spill, or BzzCon Spill. If you recognize the BlizzCon name, that's from the Bugs house that we had a couple years back. Toxic City. Gangster chase goes wrong. Police expect Diamond Joe Malone and his gang. Rat poison causes mutation. Pretty awesome. Definitely added some new 1920s effects to this scare zone, which is awesome. This car, super nice. Along with this florist stand right here. And we have some more 1920s vehicles right over here. All All right, now we're entering into the first or last scare zone of the night, depending on which way you go, the Origins of Horror Scare Zone, where we definitely have some new changes. Previously, it was just these areas. I don't know what you could call these stained glass areas here on the right, but now they have them on the left as well, with the wicked looking tree in the background, and now these giant pedestals along with the gates and holes in the stained glass. And they have them on all sides. Of course, the big archway has now been built. So I'm wondering when we'll get the medallion. All right, guys, that's it for the Scare Zone updates for today, August 5th.